Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Joey Wendell digs in now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, Joey Wendell.
First pitch coming, here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 106.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. After it is McCutchen. Around first, digging for 2. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position 1 batter into the game.
At the plate now, Willie Adames, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1 delivery. Adames hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attack.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. So the first 3 batters of the ball game hit safely against him here. He's going to need to turn things around in a hurry before things get out of hand. Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
0-1, here it comes. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss him, but he got away with it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Line toward right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box now, Brandon Lowe. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. And it's quickly 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball one. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? A bouncer to the left side. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. One run scores, and the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Comes set with the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Harper is there. Let's see if they try it. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with one out in the inning now. Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. Comes set, now the pitch. He pulls this one into right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first, they've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
So now to the plate, Blake Snell. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. Segura for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
As a look, now the pitch. Joey Wendell is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Segura has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Rays 5 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Blake Snell is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. In my opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Meadows has it, and there's one away. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to right. Meadows is there. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Standing in, Bryce Harper. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Count still full. 3-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Coming to the plate now, Willie Adames. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And now pitch on the way. In the air to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Up next for the Rays, Austin Meadows. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Pitch on the way. Wind up and the 0-1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 2-2. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Line drive to center field. Quinn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
The 0-2 home, and he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2.
The third baseman.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. chopped at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One. Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Cole Irvin takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 47.
First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
High in the air out to center field. Quinn is right there, one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Stepping in, G-Man Choi, coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So here's Mike Zunino, as he'll take a look at ball one. Irvin, a California-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Ball.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
3-2 now. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. From the belt, the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. The 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Tampa, but they hold a 5-0 lead. At the plate, Roman Quinn. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Cole Irvin. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Standing in, Blake Snell. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Joey Wendell.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Quinn is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up next will be Willie Adames. First delivery to him on the way. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Popped him up. Hoskins onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Rays, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Gene Segura standing in. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And now pitch on the way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed, strike 1. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Hoskins.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Ready once again, Austin Meadows. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Meadows.
Behind 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another 0-2 home.
Well, I got to count 1-2.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 11, Hunter Renfroe.
So striding forward now, Hunter Renfroe, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
The 1-1 is outside for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Digging in once again, Brandon Lowe. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slider laid off for a ball. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, but they hold up. Digging in now, JT Realmuto as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The third baseman, number 4, January.
At the plate now, Scott Kingery as he lifts it in the air to right field. Meadows has it, and there's one away. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
The center fielder, number 24.
Digging in, Roman Quinn looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And the runner back safely. Realmuto over at second. Gregorius is over at first with one away.
Nope.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Let's to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Phil Gosselin will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. A ball and no strikes. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Now 1 hit fouled over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Here's Bryce Harper now, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
There's a look over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1 home. It's a swinging strike on the slider.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, that was an obvious mistake. Caught too much of the plate right there with 2 strikes on the batter. Nice execution from his part.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And he is in there.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Number 45 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 45.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. He grounds it sharply to third. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied 5-5. David Robertson is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. A 1-1 home. Got him.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Mike Zunino. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Ball 2 now.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Full count now, 3-2. Popped up. Gregorius over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And it's fouled away. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. This ball game still tied 5-all. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Kingery.
One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery.
Ball one.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. All even now. 2-2. Bases are empty. One man out. Full count now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Roman Quinn. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Nick Williams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Williams, a native Texan. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Renfroe will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Jose Martinez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Jose Martinez.
Blake Parker will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Nick Williams is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Now here it comes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Hit to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman, Joey Wendell.
Number 25 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he starts him out with 1 high and tight. Ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted the other way out to left center. Around first, he's digging for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around the third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Offered a low one there, but came up empty.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And it's full now. 3-2. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Yandy Diaz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1. Now a swing, and here's an immediate chance for the new guy as this is in the air to right. But this will land untouched. From the stretch, the 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And we are all tied 5-5. Number 25 will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 9 spot. Yandy Diaz will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Brendan McKay will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring. So coming to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
The change for the Reds. Now playing shortstop, number 28, Daniel Robertson.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he fouls this one off. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. From the stretch.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
From the stretch. He pulls this one into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now back, first baseman, Reese.
So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He singled his last time up. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit out toward second. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies lead. Nate Lowe is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Nate Lowe.
Austin Davis will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring. Now a changeup misses here to begin the 8th. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Number 13.
And that misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Williams, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Number 43 will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not going to get him as he swipes second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away. Number 22 will come on now and pinch run here. Ready now, Mike Zunino. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCutchen is under it. 2 down.
Now back, the center fielder.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. A ball and no strikes.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here's the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Here's the 2-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair. This ball game still tied 5-all. Manuel Margot stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 31 is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Number 56 is also into the ballgame as he'll assume duties in left field. Here comes the first pitch. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Jay Bruce will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Jay Bruce.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Up next will be Nick Williams. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Comes set, the 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Victor Arano will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Michael Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
This one's down to third. Kingery's there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now back,
Ronald Hernandez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
To the plate now, Daniel Robertson. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. That one's a called strike. Back even at one. Arano, just 24 years of age. He's in his third season as a major league player. And there's ball two now. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And the count will be full. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. In front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Rays strand just the one. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Ronald Hernandez is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Chaz Roan comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Kiermaier, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 2.
Riding in once again, Jun Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3.
Now in the box, Bryce Harper hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. Solo shot to right center, and with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Well, there's a good way to end the game. A walk-off home run by Bryce Harper in a game which, quite frankly, playing this game, I didn't think was even possible to win.
One-run game, 6-5, the final today. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Victor Arano earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
All right, well, sorry, didn't mean to step on their toes there, but welcome to the post-game show. What a victory for the Phils. Got down early in the game in the first inning, really rocking on Jake the Snake Arrieta there for 5 runs with Tampa Bay there in the first. Phils were pretty much dormant until the 5th inning when they would come back and score 5 there, and then it went pretty much dormant for another 3 innings, and then Bryce Harper comes in 2 for 5 home run with that, gets the walk-off. Had 2 RBIs in the game, contributing to that 6-5 win here in the bottom of the 9th, and you really don't expect these type of games in the preseason, but I guess I've come to expect it. This game came down to the final, bottom of the 9th yesterday, went extra innings with the loss. But today, the Phillies come back here with a walk-off, and my thank you to the couple people who tuned in to watch this game. You caught a good one. Hope to make more games like this. Kind of like, there's nothing like a walk-off, I'll give you that. But when you play these games, you kind of want to get the scoring going early in the game. But that was not to be. So the notable players, of course, for the Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper 2 for 5 with a home run, 2 runs batted in and scored himself. JT Realmuto 2 for 4 with a run scored. Kutch 2 for 5, knocked in 2 runs himself. Phil Gosselin came in and really contributed really to that scoring 5th inning that put 5 on the board for the Phils. 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run, scored himself. So we are, as we exit this, and as you see, B. Harp with the player of the game, well deserved with that walk-off home run. I believe that would be his 4th or 5th of the of this preseason. I've yet to look at the stats, but as we look at the calendar, that was it. I thought we had one more to go, but that was the last game of the Grapefruit League, and I will be turning this thing over to the regular season. I guess from there I'll have to decide who makes the 26-man roster. As you may or may not be aware of, the the rosters went from a 25-man roster to a 26-man roster. Right about now, as we speak, it's 40. But I have to make some tough decisions. A couple of relievers really impressed me. Going to have to look into the bench. I know Neil Walker will definitely have a place. Phil Gosselin will definitely have a place. Nick Williams, just kind of going on not looking at the roster, which I guess we can have a look at in a few minutes. But that's it. The rotation's pretty much set. Hopefully Jake Arrieta on his start in the regular season, when that begins in earnest on the 26th. Of course, he will be 3rd in the rotation behind Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. Hopefully his next start will prove to be a little bit more fruitful than this one. But, you run into those, and he ran into a buzzsaw with that Tampa offense there in that first inning when they rocked him for 5 runs. But as you can see, the top player of the game, our 13-year, $330 million man, Bryce Harper, gets that walk-off, which I'm sure will probably not be the last time in his Phillies career, where certainly won't be the first, it won't be the last. Especially in this little MLB The Show 20 season that I'm going through here. And again, once the season starts, like I said, I plan to make some different moves. I know there's a new roster that came out, So I may or may not be just going on the actual calendar game, the actual daily calendar once the season starts. Be interesting to see how MLB.com, who provides the rosters to MLB The Show, actually makes the rosters happen. So we will go to the next day, which obviously there is nothing going on. Got some extension candidates. Not only do I play the game, but in this particular franchise, I'm also the GM. So I get to go with check out contracts and extensions and all that stuff. I may or may not be simming that because, quite frankly, that's just out of my ballpark. I kind of like to just do the actual gameplay and do the managerial side. But yeah, got a lot of tough decisions to make as you take a look at the roster here. Kringering was cold there the last couple games. Hopefully he picks it up a little bit. Mean Gene picked it up a little bit there. Hector Neris, I think, actually led the Grapefruit League in saves, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but as you can see, up where it says roster information up in that right-hand corner, you'll see it says 40, and again, that will be at 26 before Thursday, when the Phillies will travel to Miami to battle the Marlins for a weekend set there before moving on, I believe. Maybe we can just check the schedule. But we can't do that yet because you have to turn it over to the end of the Grapefruit League season and spring training and go to the regular season. But I know the first leg of the first week of the season will take place in Miami, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. So that's it for Grapefruit League baseball here. Again, I definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in to these games. There will be more. The regular season will begin Thursday. I'll either be playing or simming the games. But as you can see here, as we take a look at the records and the rank and this and that, so to total up the Grapefruit League, the Phillies found themselves in second place behind the Cardinals. And if it wasn't for a couple, lackluster pitching, I got to say sometimes, a lot of it has to do with the control of the person with the controller in their hand. But a lot of times, believe it or not, the computer does come into play when they actually, you're fighting against, whatever. You might just be an off day. The computer makes it hard on you. And quite frankly, that does happen. But you just got to make the right moves, get the right relievers in, get the right hitters in place, and thankfully today that actually happened. But as you can see, the Phillies will end the Grapefruit League season 18-10, and again only behind the Cardinals. Got a little bit of work to do as far as the hitting goes. I need a little bit of work as far as actually playing the game when the computer's not playing it, but so that'll be it for now. We're going to jump out of here. I got some roster business to take care of. Actually, I'm going to go eat dinner right now. But Bryce Harper and the boys will be back with you on Thursday, March 26th for the start of the regular season opening day in Major League Baseball. It would be in real life, but for me here and for MLB The Show, that will take place. So appreciate you guys tuning in and look to see you guys back here on Thursday for Phillies and Marlins, the start of the regular season opening day on Thursday, March 26th. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you then.